Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Mike Cantrell, founding board member of this group.
And hold this up. I want everybody to hear you.
Okay,
too.
all right, good. Got to eat the microphone.
A little bit.
I remember that now. But anyway, this may be the best meeting ever. I mean, a lot of engagement. Endorsed Gettner Drummond for governor today, and that was a big deal. That's an unusual move for a petroleum association or any association to do in a statewide race. But I think Drummond has earned that support, being one of us, being a member himself. So it's just been a really good day. Alex Epstein, as always, was enlightening, very informative, and a great spokesman on the value of fossil fuels.
You know, we'll bring up. I did interview him. People see that. I did notice he's evolved from his first book and to his second, and then the times I've seen him speak, and I really just enjoyed that he used to just spit a lot of really important facts at me and I would hear them, but now I like that he engaged this room today with like, hey, you all in this room are energy leaders and you can read all my books and look through all the data and get the facts, but you know, from my experience, let me teach you a little bit on how to engage others.
Yeah, I was very impressed. I've read his books, and I've kept up with, followed him for years. And I'm like you. I until today, I'd heard mainly great energy facts that are really good. I tell you, Harold Hamm's book, Game Changer, is the best book I've read on combating environmental fantasy. And Harold does a great job of documenting all that.
Your book, hey, by the way, Mike Cantrell, what's your book?
Called Advance: How to Advance Your Life in every way, and not just in business, but in personal life and in every way.
It's a leadership book too.
Yeah, I'd like to think so.
I enjoy it, and stay honest. I have the equipment to give to you to record your audiobook. I would like to go down the road and hear your voice.
Yeah, well,
I know I can call you and you'll just talk for 6 hours anyway. But.
Yeah, we need to do that because so many of us in a transportation society, we get our reading done while we're on the road.
Why not?
And so, yeah, you and I have been talking about doing that for a while. We just need to do it.
Yeah. Well, I thought about it and I was like, I'm just going to give you the recording device and let you do it on your own.
Okay.
Because otherwise we'll get to talking and we'll never record anything.
Well,
in the
I'd be happy to do that. It's a pretty short read. It won't take too long.
Okay, so before we bore everybody, what's something going on right now that you see we need to address, and then what's something you're excited about?
Well, that's a good question. You know, I think we're all excited about the Trump administration coming in, and it's not all roses. You know, the thing I've been thinking about lately is the doctrine of unintended consequence. With all the changes that we're all welcoming the changes. We're all welcoming ending fraud, waste, and abuse in government. We're all welcoming
a greater overview, 30,000-foot view of what we would like to do.
Yeah,
but we've never done that before.
That's
so
right.
Is this the best way to do it? We don't know.
What's concerning to me is I've noticed the mail is a little slower.
Okay.
And I've noticed other changes that are subtle that I just wonder when you change something so dramatically all at once, you know, with a chopping axe rather than a scalpel, if there's not going to be unintended consequences. Yeah, we're going to reduce the size of government, and that we all know that needs to be done. We're all in favor of that. And the other thing that the Donald has run on and is trying to do is he says we want to be energy dominant in America, and we need cheap oil. And I think those two terms are mutually exclusive. We can have one or we can have the other, but we can't have both. You can't have oil below $50 a barrel and still be energy dominant in America. He can get the price down, no question about it. The President of the United States has the tools at his arsenal to get other countries to lower the price of energy. But here, we're based on market-based economics, and you just can't continue to drill horizontal and frack horizontal wells for $50 a barrel or less. And so I think the energy leaders in our industry, that the Harold Hamms and others are starting to point that out, that those two goals are not compatible. They're not going to happen at the same time. And so I'm anxious about that because, you know, at below $50 a barrel, very few of us make money in this business in America.
Okay, just spitballing again, because you know right now it feels like they're an emergency surgery. You know, they'd like to use a scalpel, but they may just need an axe right now. Like I got to get this. I got to get this infectious leg off, or it's going to kill the whole body. Okay, but in there doing so of, their whole drill baby drill attitude, but also oil prices are going to go down, which is not going to make us want to drill baby drill. But maybe all the, regulations, we all know when it says regulation, it just means tax, or it gives us a burden to get to where we need to do. Maybe that does make it cheaper and more affordable for us to go do our jobs, which then $50 a barrel is actually very profitable. I don't know where
you might be in a better position to see that than me.
I don't know.
But I will tell you, as a small business oil and gas producer, the state legislature just passed a bill, or the Senate just passed a bill on making us plug gas wells, inactive gas wells on otherwise producing leases. They just did that, 42-0, and there are thousands of inactive gas wells on producing leases, waiting for a better market, waiting for a better price, and
Is it plugging, or can we seal them?
No,
and
they
give
want them
them
plugged. They want them plugged.
Man, we got to worry about
with
that.
cement, and then they're gone forever. My point is that in reflecting about we all hear about the regulatory overreach of the Biden administration and Obama before him, and in 8 years of Obama and 4 years of Biden, they've not cost the small business oil and gas producer anywhere near as much as one bill in the Oklahoma legislature is going to cost. And so there isn't any regulation enough, there isn't enough cost of regulation to offset to make up the difference in even $5 a barrel in oil prices, in my opinion. And so I don't see it. I don't think streamlining regulation is going to save the industry that kind of money. And so it's just not going to make sense. And that's why I think you've got the major energy executives meeting with the president, telling him that. And what he does with it, who knows what's going to happen. But I'm encouraged. I think they'll get it right.
There's a lot of layers to peel back in all this.
It's like Winston Churchill said in World War II. He was desperate to get the United States into the war in World War II, and he said the American Congress will always do the right thing only after exhausting all of the other possibilities. So I think once the Trump administration and DOJ has exhausted all the possibilities and stripped this thing down, and then they'll come back and do the right thing.
Well, I certainly hope so. Well, it's always an honor to speak with you and see you, my friend.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm always impressed, never surprised. Yeah. He's always got his man. I don't know how you find the bandwidth.
Well, the thing about Matt is I reserve the right to be wrong.
Okay.
And I'm wrong a lot. And but usually when I'm wrong, I'm at least strong wrong.
All right. So. Y'all, make sure you follow Mike Cantrell, invite him to come speak to your group. He's always enlightening, insightful, and has got a lot of wisdom to offer. So,
thank you, Matt. I appreciate the way you promote the industry.
Man, I'm blessed. Take care, y'all. God bless. See you next time.